Good morning. It's Thursday. Today's video, I'm going to talk about the things that Chloe does. All of her quirks. She has a lot of them. She has a ton of them, actually. And I'm going to explain why she does it. Sometimes I don't know why she does it. So, I'm going to go through all of her stimming that she does and whatnot. We had a pretty good night last night. She's really happy yesterday. I went into her school and had a conversation with her speech therapist, her new one. We went over her iPad that she just got and how I can add things and make it her own. So I went in last night and completely overhauled her lunch menu that was in there, and took pictures of everything around the house, everything she likes. So hopefully we'll get that settled and squared away for her so she can start using it at home and at school. She asked for cupcakes last night, which I was super excited about, and then she asked for pizza, and I said, I don't have pizza, you have to pick something else. And she had chicken nuggets. I was pretty happy with that. I was like, okay, cool. Tonight is her fashion show at New Horizon. Sorry, it is not a public event. You had to have tickets. I only got 4. So I had to break hearts, and I wasn't too happy about that. So I'm just gonna get into it then, I guess. So, Chloe does a lot of things. A lot of things that if we were out in public, you would know, oh, there's something wrong. She's doing a lot of repetitive things. She repeats things constantly. Not verbal. Well, I'll get to that, but not words, I guess you could say. Such as in speaking, she likes to run back and forth. Like I said, I've covered some of these in previous videos, but not like this. Every morning before we go to school, we were waiting for the bus, she runs up and down my rocks in the front, my edging for my flower garden. Excuse me. It is stimming for her. It is something that makes her feel good. So, for instance, she rocks back and forth. I've covered this before. She rocks back and forth so hard sometimes she will move the couch. Again, this makes her feel good. It stimulates her. It brings her back into her environment. It calms her down. It makes her happy. When she's upset, she will grab her face and go like this and squeeze it. To me, that's a form of stimming for her. She's angry. She cannot express herself. She's doing this to get out her frustration. She's stimming off of this. She's constantly doing this with her hands all the time. She's looking at her fingers. She's moving them. It almost looks like she's doing sign language. No, Chloe does not know sign language. A lot of people think she's doing sign language. It's not sign language. She doesn't know how to do sign language. We've tried sign language. She kind of picked up on more, and again, but that was it. And then it kind of fell to the wayside, and she stopped doing sign language. So that's why I moved to speech device. But what else? She verbal stims. Chloe goes ooh a lot. Daddy, she'll say. I'm pretty sure she's saying daddy. She will say it in context sometimes, and then other times it's just daddy, daddy, daddy all the time. She'll go cuckoo. She'll do that. She'll oi. That's a huge one. It's constant. Oi, 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 all the time. I'd like to think that she knows what that means. I'd be happy if she knew what that meant. But she does that constantly. She verbal stims all the time. And this is the thing. Just because she's nonverbal doesn't mean she's quiet. People ask me, well, your house must be really quiet. No. My house is very loud. She is the loudest nonverbal child I've ever met. She verbal stims constantly. And it's loud verbal stimming. Oh, loud. Her poor brother cannot sleep when she's home because she is so loud. Chloe also likes to jump. She on her mini trampoline downstairs. Constant. She'll come and grab you and walk you in there and stand you in front of her trampoline and turn around and hold your hands. And she wants you to hold her hands while she jumps. And she will jump, and she wants to see how high she can get. It's almost like she's going to come down and break her legs. She gets so high. It makes me nervous. But that is the force of her coming down and going back up. It's the, when you jump, you have that, you feel light in your head sometimes. It's the feeling of feeling weightless almost to her. And it's so much sensory input for her. Just, she craves it. It makes her feel good. Also, I've covered this before, crashing. I don't technically know the real term for it, but we call it crashing. Or she'll run and slam herself into the couch. She'll just literally run and just free fall into the couch. Makes me nervous. Makes me very, very, very nervous, but it makes her feel good. It's what she does. She'll also, things that I don't like that she does with stimming, when she gets really upset, she'll scratch herself. I don't know how to control that. I want her to be able to express herself when she's angry, because she can't verbally say it, but that goes too far. She hurts herself. So she needs to find another outlet to express herself when she's angry. She does scream and cry, and she screams. When I mean scream, she screams. So I'm glad she does that, but she can't say it. She can't say how she feels. So that is what we have to deal with that. But what else? Oh, she used to flap her arms when she was little. That's how I first kind of knew she had autism. She flapped and flapped and flapped and flapped constantly. She'd stand and she'd rock back and forth on her legs, and she'd flap her arms. That has gone away almost completely. That is the product of early intervention right there, and therapy. If you get it done early enough, and you can subside the symptoms of autism, they will not completely go away. She will have this the rest of her life. She will live with this until the day she dies. But you can subside the symptoms of it. You can subside the outcomes of it. So her sitting there staring against a wall, she used to do it all the time. She used to sit there and just zone out. She stopped doing that. She's so much more engaged in people, and she's so much more in tune with the things around her. She's knows if she comes and gets me, I can get her something. Before, she had no clue. So that's the product of that, which is wonderful. But what else did she do? Oh, she likes to climb underneath her bed sheet, and she puts all her stuffed animals under there, and it's almost like a sensory thing with the little, it secludes her, it keeps her tucked in under there. So they do sell, they're called sensory pods. They are stretch pods too, they call them. They look almost like a big sock, and there's a zipper, and literally kids will zip themselves inside of these socks, and it makes them feel good. I really want to get her one, but for now she climbs underneath her sheet. I wish she wouldn't, but that's what she does with that. We have 2 tents in the house. She climbs in there, and to get away from everything, to seclude herself. Trying to think. Oh, she used to spit her food out. This is a big thing. She used to spit her food out. She didn't like something, she would just literally, just wherever she was, spit it on the floor. If she tastes something and she didn't like the taste of it or the texture, she'd spit it on the floor. She was in a thing for a while where she was drinking water and spitting her water out. It was constant. She would always spit her water out. She'd drink it, spit it out, drink it, spit it out. So much to where she would take her cup in her sensory room, and I would follow her in there and watch her, because I knew what she was going to do. I just wanted to catch her doing it so I could tell her not to do it. She does that still from time to time, not as much as she did. That's really backed off. And also with her spitting her food out, she will do that occasionally, but it's really backed off. Chloe does not wear clothes. Anybody who has ever came to my house, or anybody who will be coming to my house for some reason, she doesn't wear clothes. As soon as she gets home, the clothes come off from school. They're gone. And I found out yesterday from her teacher that she likes to strip in school too. Wonderful. This is very common in the community. So I don't make her put clothes back on at home because this is her house. This is her safe zone. If she doesn't like to wear clothes because of the way it makes her skin feel, then okay. Whatever. She's getting older. Yes, don't lecture me. I get it. She's going to have to wear clothes. She's a girl. I understand. But right now, if it makes her feel good and it keeps her from losing herself completely, because as soon as I stick clothes on her, she goes right back upstairs and takes them off. Choose your battles. That's a big thing. Choose your battles. Is it really hurting us that she doesn't have clothes on? No. Does she wear them out in public when we go to the store? Yes. Does she try and take them off outside? No. Is it constant that she's taking her clothes off in school? No. This is her house. If you don't like it when you come over, then you can leave. Personally, I don't care. This is her home. She's meant to feel safe here. This is where she can be herself when she can't be herself out there where everybody's judging her. So, she doesn't wear clothes. I'll get there eventually. She'll get clothes on. It's not today. I don't know. Won't be tomorrow either. I'm telling you right now. But she doesn't wear clothes. When she goes to people's houses that she's comfortable in, such as her grandparents' house, she takes clothes off. Do they care? No. That's a safe place for her. She feels comfortable there. I know places she does not feel comfortable at because she won't take her clothes off. That's like a red flag for me personally right there. Okay. You know, she's not comfortable here because she's not taking her clothes off. There's something around her here that she doesn't like. Stores she doesn't feel comfortable in. She doesn't take her clothes off in a store. So, what else does she do? Oh, we've gotten into a thing now where I don't know how I'm going to deal with this one. She is obsessed with putting her stuffed animals in her brother's crib. It's constant. And she got really upset last night. I was putting him to bed, and he's laying in his bed eating a bottle. And I'm standing there. She's dodging me to try and throw toys in his crib. She was chunking stuffed animals in his face. It threw her in her meltdown because I told her to get out. And I threw her stuffed animal into the hallway and said, "Get out, your brother is sleeping," and she lost it. Started stomping, started screaming. "You can't come in here, this is not your room." These are things she's going to have to learn as she gets older. But for now, this has been like a 2.5-week obsession with putting the stuffed animals in Matthew's crib. I don't know. I don't know what it is with her. I don't want her in there. She's 60 pounds. She's not meant to be in a crib. And neither are her toys. So, those are just, swimming, water. Chloe's obsessed with water. Fun fact. Water is the number one cause of death for children with autism. Drowning. That is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Drowning. Please, please. Anybody who has a swimming pool, put a gate around it. Put a gate around it. Not just for my child, but for any other child out there in your community. Put a gate around your pool. No, it's not that I don't watch my child. It's that if you have a kid with autism or any kind of child, it takes a split second for that child to get out of your sight. It's happened to me. It's happened to my husband. It's happened to her grandparents. It takes a second. That is all it takes. Literally, you turn around and they are gone. And I am fearful of her obsession with water. I'm glad that she's comfortable around it, but she's too comfortable. I have locks on all my bathroom doors because she will get in the toilet. She will turn the faucets on. She will turn the tub on. She will turn the shower on. She has jumped into pools when I'm standing there. Like, ugh, it's bad. I will get into that. I will get into safety in another video, because that is a whole other entity in itself. So, I'm going to end for today. I have so much stuff to do today, because it's fashion shows tonight. So, I'm going to record the fashion show. It's going to be on New Horizons YouTube channel. I will also share it when they upload it, when it's on there. So, watch out for that. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for tonight. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to get into potty training. So, that might be a lengthy video tomorrow. Sorry in advance for that one. But potty training is, we're going to get into that. So, everybody have a good Thursday night. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks.